Let's get it out of the way up front. Legend of the Skyfish does have an obvious Zelda inspiration. You take control of a young adventurer with a small, floaty friend who's running around on an island, dragging blocks onto platforms to open gates, messing with booby traps, and solving environmental puzzles. But while there's influence, it's not just a carbon copy, something which the game's marine theme helps to play a large part in. You wield a fishing pole here instead of a sword, which serves as a melee weapon and a way to snare your enemies and pull them closer to you. You also use it to hop between islands, something which is essential to traversing the world. The island setup has a pretty big impact on the gameplay. Each little berg is filled with spiky tiles and intimidating pedestals that fire arrows, and of course, tons and tons of monsters. The game starts out on a gentle learning curve that introduces you to new gameplay elements gradually, while still offering a modest challenge. The controls are pretty solid. You use your left thumb to run, while your right aims your fishing pole. A third touch control is prompted on the screen if there's something you can interact with. If there's a monster nearby, for example, it appears as a sword. Simple but effective. It's an immediately immersive little experience, right from the game's opening, which features a well-voiced intro and full backstory, and an original score which is both relaxing and kinda lilting, much like the sway of the waves that lap on the beach. It also looks fantastic. Everything from the sweeping world maps to the violent fishmen that try and strike you down are lovingly handcrafted. Of course, all this would be for nothing if the game wasn't fun, and luckily, this is where it truly shines. Each map is a mini maze filled with buttons that have to be pressed to open gates, enemies which have to be dispatched, and statues which have to be pushed and pulled and put in the right place. The way all these mechanics interact is pretty spot on, and the fishing pole techniques make for some unique cerebral fun. On top of that, the game features a masterfully realised world that's a real treat to look at. Sure, Legend of the Skyfish may be a riff on an established theme, but it's got enough of its own character in there to make it worth your time.